Hello and welcome. We're headed over to the U-Haul place, pick up the U-Haul trailer here in the Model X. We're starting with 219 miles of range, 6 miles to the U-Haul trailer place, and of course, it's raining. Let's hit the road. Always the case when I'm headed out to do something outside, it seems to be raining in the last months here. We're officially hooked up here. This is a U-Haul 5x8 trailer, and it gives me 5 high and 5 wide by 8 deep. Gonna put all of the party stuff in there. We're hooked up here in the Model X. I do not have my adapter, so we're not going to use the lights, but it'll be okay. All right, hitting the road here. Put an elevated ball on this thing, and the trailer hitch tongue actually comes up half a foot or so, and it allows me to get the tongue off the ground a little bit more. Heading home now as it continues to rain. Good thing I brought a towel so I could lay in the wet gravel. Fortunately, it wasn't dirt. The trailer's towing just fine, just doing the back roads here. Looks like I'm about 517 watt hours per mile. It looks like on the upper end of 400 anyway. The car is currently loaded, the trailer is not, so it should improve, I should say it will increase the usage here as we go down the road. Once we get up to speed, however, it's just a matter of whether we're going downhill or uphill at that point, whether we're going to use significant energy. Let's get this thing home, we'll load it up and see how it drives. The U-Haul chains have a funny mechanism, and what I do is you twist them to get the elevation of them higher, which shortens the chain. Okay, so I've hooked this guy around the emergency chain hook. Then you take this rubber and you got to stick it through this hole. So you pull it tight and it goes up, and I got to do this with one hand. I'm going to put the phone down, but you can watch. Hope you can see it. You're going to hold it, pull the rubber. There we go. So you pull the rubber up this end of the hook. Here's the rubber, and that keeps it retained. And then the theory is anyway, it won't fall off. And if you look at the other side here, you can see it also. You can see the rubber's holding the chains on. I've tightened the chains up so they're off the ground. They may bounce on the ground, but I don't think so. I've chosen a 2-inch hitch here, and it's actually a multi-hitch. It's 2 7/8 or 1 7/8 or 2-inch. I like it because the ball's at the top of the receiver, which puts it higher. And if you look at this tongue, the tongue comes up. And I measured inside with the level, and we're almost all level. It's just slightly down, which is good. As you hit bumps and things, the load will move forward a little bit where the heavy stuff is going to be. So let's get this baby loaded. Okay, last step, not least, of course, is hooking up the trailer lights. So it's hard to get all this stuff done. So this is an adapter that goes from a 7-pin trailer plug to a 4 and 5-pin trailer plug. On the U-Haul trailer, of course, they have a 4-pin plug with one side bent, but it should fit okay. So first step is I'm going to set you down again. I don't know if you'll see it, but hopefully you can. There, it might be better. So you open the door here, and you stick in the 7-pin trailer adapter and it locks in with the cap. Then you take your trailer wire and you make sure that it doesn't drag on the ground, but it has enough. The bare pin is your guide. You put this in, push it all the way in, and we're all hooked up here. Okay, so this is what it looks like on the side. And I think the chains are high enough. You don't want them too low, or I should say too tight, because when you turn, and they are crisscross, so the one on the right side goes to the left side and vice versa. This allows you not to tighten up when you actually turn. You always want to make sure your ball is tight and the retainer is in place. And I think you're good to go. I've installed a lockable bar here, so the pin won't fall out while you're driving down the road. And make sure you always keep the key inside of the car you have the lockable ball in. Okay, let's get it loaded. All right, so here we are. It is trailer loading day. Gonna load all this stuff in this 5x8 U-Haul trailer. I've got a bunch of snacks and drinks and water and a bunch of other show stuff we take up to Pigeon Forge every year. This year, of course, we're hauling it with the Model X. Should be quite the adventure. It's hooked up currently on the trailer hitch, so what I'm doing now is putting all this stuff in the trailer. So let's turn up the speed and let's get to it. Yes, down here, is here. Out. 617 pounds. Is it here? Okay, soda and water's loaded. Now for the snacks. Let's take a close-up look here. I'll grab my phone. We'll look here. Okay, 2 layers of water, 45 pounds a case. And I've got a whole pile of soda here. All right, let's get the rest of the snacks in here. Chocolate goes inside of the Model X. Okay, that's everything but the chocolate and the big boxes of assorted chips. Let's get those in. And let's take a look here. This is a layer cam. All right, so here we are. Heavy drinks, lighter materials. These are all the snacks. They're all piled in. Everything is wedged in. So that should hold everything in place here. All right, let's get them big boxes in. Okay, so there we go. Snacks and drinks loaded, quite a bit. 60% of the weight is located up forward of the rear wheel, 40% here in the back. Okay, now I'm going to load the rest of the paraphernalia. Trailer's loaded. Let's look an eyeball cam here. We'll fire this baby up here. And let's look at what it looks like here from above. Okay, our water, everything is packed in solid. Nothing's going to shift around. And we're good to go. Got more things, of course, but this is all the snacks and drinks. All right, let's put the stuff that's going to melt here in the Tesla. This way we can use the dog mode to keep everything nice and cool. Okay, let's go see where we are with the rest of our gear, and let's get it here in the Model X. Hey, that's looking pretty good. Ride looks pretty good. This is going to be all right.